Welcome to episode 6 of Etown Everywhere, a podcast featuring fun facts and friends from around the world. The show is brought to you by Elizabethtown College's Office of International Student Services. If you would like additional information about the podcast, please contact the Office of International Student Services at oiss@etown.edu or at 717-361-1594. Hello everyone, I am your host Luke Mackey, and each week I will be taking you on an adventure around the world. This week's featured country is Serbia, and I will be talking a little bit about Serbia and some amazing fun facts about the country. Taking a swim across the big pond to our featured country, here are some fast, fun, fantastic facts about Serbia. Vampire is the only Serbian word which was accepted worldwide. The Serbian clockmaking industry is older than the Swiss. Serbs had their own clocks 600 years earlier than the Swiss. Statistically, Serbs are the most hospitable people in the world. 9.9 million people live in Serbia, and the life expectancy in Serbia is 73 years. Hearing about all those fantastic fast facts makes me want to move to Serbia. But before I do, I would like to know what kind of climate and weather to expect. The climate of Serbia is moderately continental, with localized variations and a gradual change between the seasons. The north of Serbia has a continental climate. This means cold winters and hot, humid summers with well-distributed rainfall. The south has an Adriatic climate along the coast. This means hot, dry summers and autumns and relatively cold winters with heavy snowfall inland. Now let's hear some more amazing facts about Serbia and make ourselves more worldly people. Serbian language has a lot of really interesting and quirky phrases that people use all the time. The country has been topping the global raspberry export list for several years now. Even in 2012, almost 95% of the world's raspberries came from Serbia. Europe's largest gorge is situated in Serbia. The mighty Danube River flows through it. Serbia is coffee heaven. Most all Serbs are very fond of coffee and drink it constantly. The first satellite video transmission between Europe and North America was a picture of White Angel fresco from a Serbian monastery. The Temple of St. Sava in Belgrade is one of the largest Orthodox churches in the world. Serbia is smaller than Portugal and around 2/3 the size of the U.S. state of New York. Silver Lake, also called the Serbian Sea, is the largest lake in Serbia. It is very popular for being one of the clearest and cleanest lakes in the country. Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, is one of the largest cities in Southeast Europe. It is ranked 77th in the World Human Development Index. Serbia's agriculture land area is approximately 58%, while forests cover 31.6% of its total land area. There are 130 mobile and 40 landline connections for every 100 people. In Serbia, internet is used by almost 50% of its population. Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, has been ranked the highest among party places in the world by Lonely Planet. Speaking of students from around the world, and students in general, here are some wacky, worldly, wonderful words of wisdom for this week. Go to school for the education and not the degree. Paying attention in class equals less time spent on homework, which equals more fun. Any and all class participation is a huge deal and can make a difference. If you focus in class, you might end up making new friends much more easily. But don't always lock yourself in your room to study. Take breaks and relax a little. Studying isn't everything. Join extracurriculars. Don't pretend to like someone just to get along with people. Don't make a rookie mistake and wait until your senior year to do an internship. If you didn't find an internship, get a job to grow your people skills. Study abroad. It's always worth doing it, so try to make it happen. Coming back to information about this week's featured country of Serbia, here are some famous people from Serbia. Novak Djokovic, who is a tennis player, and TCTN Gaming, who is a YouTube star. Welcome to this Etown Everywhere news brief. In our featured country of Serbia, Air Serbia, the national airline of the Republic of Serbia, has announced that it will launch its historic new service between New York and Belgrade on June 23, 2016. The announcement was made by the Prime Minister of Serbia during the morning of the opening of the 38th International Tourism Fair in Belgrade, the largest annual tourism event in the Balkans. The Prime Minister was accompanied by Chairman of Air Serbia, the Mayor of Belgrade, and the Chief Executive Officer of Air Serbia. To celebrate the new service, Air Serbia is offering travelers in the United States special promotion fares, with round trips originating from New York starting at only $799 for economy class and $3,499 for business class, including taxes and charges. Okay, everyone, it's time for your favorite part of the show. Drumroll, please. The joke of the week. Today, a car is having an identity crisis. The car asks, when is a car not a car? The answer is when it turns into a parking lot. That was hilarious. I can't wait until next week to get another laugh in. Idioms are a group of words that really don't mean what they say. What they actually say can sometimes seem silly. If you don't know the special meaning of an idiom, you won't understand what someone is trying to say. Here is our idiom of the week. To count your chickens before they hatch means to make plans based upon something that hasn't happened yet. For example, if you spend money based on thinking you are going to win the lottery, but when you don't win the lottery, you have counted your chickens before they hatched. Thank you all for listening to Etown Everywhere, a podcast featuring fun facts and friends from around the world. The show is brought to you by Elizabethtown College's Office of International Student Services. If you would like additional information about this week's podcast, please contact the Office of International Student Services at oiss@etown.edu or at 717-361-1594. I'm your host, Luke Mackey, and remember, never stop exploring the world around you. Have a terrific day.